Hello everybody and welcome back to our Rogue Trader playthrough. This is episode number 9. Last time we held our first briefing and we came to speak with Sister Argenta. And we are going to talk with her for a bit, kind of learn a little bit more about her, then we'll see what she needs from us. So yeah, we asked her about the faith of the Adeptus Sororitas. Are all sisters truly as faultless as you say?
Even the novices of the Adeptus Sororitas are drawn from among the most worthy. Those who have taken the vows and become a full-fledged sister are the best of the best, tested by trials of body and spirit. Yes, there have been cases when a sister stumbled or showed weakness, but do not expect to hear a story of depravity or downfall from me.
I'm not expecting to. I simply asked a question.
Each such occurrence is a great tragedy for us all. Light cannot bear the smallest speck of darkness within. And thus those who have trespassed or shown weakness of spirit are given a chance at redemption. They are called Sisters Repentia. And may the enemy tremble before her, for nothing can stop a sister of battle who yearns to be cleansed of fault and weakness. Wearing nothing but robes, no armor, eviscerator in hand, those sisters who have once faltered find repentance on the battlefield. Their lives are seldom long, but a death in the name of purgation is a better fate than to live with a shadow in one's soul. Once I had completed my novitiate, I was sent to the Calixian branch of the Order of Our Martyred Lady, assigned to the Orders Pronatus. The Order's mission is vital and noble. The Sisters Pronatus protect great relics of the Imperium. We guard them, preserve them, escort them when they are brought onto the battlefield or presented for pilgrims to venerate. And we seek out the relics that have been lost. Neither a coven of heretics nor the most wicked death world can deter Sisters Pronatus when their goal is to return a piece of the great legacy of the Imperium into the hands of the faithful.
So yeah, Lower Imperium succeeded. The Order Pronatus is not one of the Order's militant, yet you are a trained fighter.
Don't let the name deceive you. The Order's militant trains sisters to march onto the battlefield as an army. That does not make sisters who belong to the non-militant orders timid and helpless. Both the solace-bringing Sisters Hospitaller and the enlightened Sisters Dialogus know how to greet enemies of humanity. Their dialogue with heretics is usually quite short, with the last word being a bolter discharge.
I like that humor.
And my order has all the more reason to be known for the martial prowess of its sisters. We are the keepers of the Imperium's relics. What would become of our blessed hero's legacy if the Sisters Pronatus could not protect it?
Makes sense that they should know how to fight. I mean, if they didn't, that'd be kind of pathetic.
The Order sent me to Footfall. My undertaking was to assist the local priesthood of Drusians in caring for a sacred reliquary that had been there since the time of Parson Mr. Wayne, the station's founder. None that I'm aware of, but the Sisterhood's orders are many, and can operate independently of one another, sending their sisters wherever their presence is needed as deemed by the ecclesiarchy. Perhaps somewhere in the Lord Inquisitor's retinue, may his path be blessed, my sisters perform their duty as we speak. I wish it were so. Even a single evening spent in joint prayer and training would bring me joy. Should any more arise, keeping them to yourself would be imprudent. It is a virtue to take an interest in holiness.
What is it that's keeping you in my retinue is a good question.
This ship was targeted by heretical pirates, which means that my presence here and the assistance I provide to you are my sacred duty. Sooner or later, I will likely have to return to Footfall to protect its reliquary. But for now, I wish to remain a part of the Rogue Trader's crew.
So the options are a senior place for you on my ship who will take you to Footfall, and that will be all. You might be of use to me, so I have no problem with you with your presence. I enjoy your company, Argenta. I hope that you remain in the crew and that the ship becomes your home. Pleases me to have a servant of the Golden Throne in my crew. May the enemies of the Imperium tremble before our onslaught, which is the one I'm going to choose, because I am a bit of a fanatic psyker, remember? I'm a... don't remember what it's called, but it's the one where you're essentially like a mini ecclesiarch.
So they shall. I first came here when I found myself in need of passage from Footfall to a remote planet. But I imagine what interests you is not that first journey, but rather what brought me aboard prior to the pirate attack. That story is complicated. It just so happened that
Cultist attack, not pirate attack. So her expression darkens visibly.
I made a mistake. In a moment of laxity, I was ambushed by the accursed followers of the archenemy. I was badly wounded. Lady Theodora came to my aid and brought me aboard her ship, while her crew attended to me in my weakened state. It all happened not too long ago. I'd barely recovered from my wounds when the pirates struck. Truly, the servants of evil know no rest. There is no place where we can be safe from their machinations.
Yeah, the Imperium Sanctus, aka the Imperial Palace itself.
Sadly, they did not. Lady Theodora was in a hurry and chose not to stay on the planet. Her people took me to a ship while I was unconscious, and when I came to my senses, we were already flying away. How I pray to come face to face with those heretics once more, and it's bound to happen someday.
You mentioned making a mistake.
It happens even to the best of us. My mistakes are my burden to bear. I'll find a way to atone for them. On one of the recently discovered planets in the Expanse, no one suspected that it had already been tainted by the filth of heresy. Had I known it beforehand, of course I would have been on my guard.
We could go to that planet and deal with the Chaos Worshippers. I'll say that in a sec.
I hadn't been here that long. Just one journey from Footfall, and the other journey, the majority of which I spent in the confines of the Medbay. I can't tell you much about the first voyage. I was more focused on prayers and ruminations than on the people around me, or the journey itself. During the last journey, Seneschal Viserion stood out for me. He came by several times to ask about my health. He's an honorable man and a loyal servant of the Imperium. I think he is as meticulous in his inspections of the logistics systems as he is in his inquiries about the health of the occasional sister of battle aboard the ship. But not all of Theodora's people have earned my trust. You know who I'm talking about. There is no place for Adira Tlas among the God Emperor's faithful. I'm surprised she wasn't in league with the pirates. And I'm equally surprised by how deep heresy and treason run in this place. I'm glad we all made it through that dark hour. May the day that follows be bright.
We could go to that planet and deal with the Chaos Worshippers.
The path to that planet was lost. All the knowledge is gone, along with the previous navigator. It would take immense effort and resources to rediscover the route. The heir to the von Valancius Protectorate must have plenty of other issues to deal with right now. Perhaps later, when the skies above our heads have cleared.
Hopefully, heretics deserve nothing but death.
As you wish. About me. I am the Emperor's daughter and his servant, What else is there to tell about me?
Alright, you said you had a personal request for me.
I indeed have a request, rogue trader.
The accursed servants of chaos who assaulted the ship took lives of your loyal crew members, and they orphaned many children, including the progeny of the brave officers who defended their posts until the bitter end. Don't know what customary practices there are for cases like this on Valancius territory, but in the world I'm familiar with, the children of such brave souls could expect to receive some special consideration. Perhaps the rogue trader could meet with them. Could meet with the orphans. I'll meet them, but no. Make arrangements for a meeting worthy of a rogue trader. I'll address the orphans with a speech. No. I will not do number 5 whatsoever. I'm not going to do number 4. What good would meeting them do? I wish to ask about that. What good would meeting them do? Okay. These children are the future of your crew, and one day they too will have to stand against evil and heresy as their parents did. By meeting them, by speaking the right words to them, you will honor the memory of the fallen heroes. Like the way to heroes in the making. They will always remember the day they met the rogue trader. Besides, it will bolster the orphan spirits, help them recover from their loss, which can be hard for someone so young. Make arrangements for a meeting worthy of a rogue trader. Address the orphans with a speech. As you wish, rogue trader. Thank you for granting my request. Of course. Let's do it. Group of adolescents, clearly dressed in their finest, freshly pressed clothes, form a straight line before you. Some stare at you with wide eyes like you're some mythical creature, while others huddle together in fear and look away. Ivalard, our indefatigable sister has been keeping an eye on these pups. There's hardly the Schola Progenium in here, but we have provided the orphans on our ship with adequate care and instruction. Grandly address the group. Argenta is standing inside of the group. Your approach, she perks up and announces her voice ringing, "Brave ones, the master of this ship has appeared before you, who guides it through the darkness of the universe by the Emperor's will. Greet your Lord Captain, the rogue trader of House 1 Valancius." Grandly address the group, smile at the group. Your Lord Captain greets you, brave ones. Address the chaperones, give them treats and escort them to their homes, I believe. No, I'm not doing that. Smile at the group. Your Lord Captain greets you, brave ones. I want to smile at them. I feel like being a bit more relaxed would be a good thing. But I feel like this one, grandly addressing them, is probably not a bad idea. I want to know what happens after those. Is there a way to save? Nope. No way to save. Want to know what happens after, because that's going to depend how I respond. Okay. I'm going to go with smile at the group. You Lord Captain greets you, brave ones. Teenagers keep staring at you. Girls remain close to Argenta, smiles uncertainly. A skinny pale lad tries to throw his shoulders back and stand at attention like a soldier. Only a few teenagers at the far end of the row seem sullen and not particularly impressed. One of these scowling visitors with a thin scar across his face tosses his head back and says bitterly, "So what? Why should we care? Friends and parents died in their dozens for you noble lot, and you just give us speeches." Gantic turns quickly to the boy. Flavor emissions flashed in his dark eyes. Six shows both calm him and scold him for his impudence. Punish troublemaker, put the rest back in their bays. This audience is over. Just the group. If you have things to say them without fear. I will listen. Chaperones. Say them without fear. I will listen. Boy smiles back grimly. It doesn't matter what we say. Bring our parents back and won't change our fates either. We'll keep slaving away on the ship until we drop and die like our folks, or worse. Thanks. I understand your grief and dismay. Your parents died. It's not an easy thing to go through, but they gave their lives for the truth, for the good of the whole ship, for the Imperium. Do not speak of their honorable fate with anger and disdain. The strong have power to decide the fate of the others. The weak either obey or die. If you seek a different lot in life, boy, save your grumbling and look for an opportunity to rise above the rest. Not the thing I'm going to say. When the heretics who killed your parents attacked the ship, I was there. I was at command. I fought. I repelled the losses as quick as I could. But no war can be won without losses. You can only strive to do what is within your power. I'm going to do the top one. You heard the rogue trader. His words carry the wisdom of the Imperium. Say whether or not your words have left an impression on the boy, but he nods slowly. Then he catches himself and gives you an awkward bow. The Lord gives a sign, and the servants immediately emerged, carrying packaged treats of Valancius emblazoned on the wrappers. It seems that the Central came prepared for any contingency. Ginta rubs her temple pensively. She smiles and offers a few more words of encouragement, then leaves the bay. Okay. Where's Ginta leaving? Her hair looks almost blonde in this scene. Okay. So that looks to be all for that little side quest. Let's go to the journal. Rumors, Warden of the Expanse. Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar's powerful, mysterious figure plays a pivotal role in the fate of the Kronos Expanse. His power is so great that it extends even over rogue traders. So yeah, we just completed Battle Sister's personal request. Chapter 1, Looking for Trouble. That will be visiting the planetoid and all of the other stuff. We've also got errands, the guide, new blood, and machine spirit keeper. Okay. Well, I assume for some reason we're going to find the engine seer on Urak 5. Prison planetoid may have caught the interrogator's attention. Edaug-Ethanb. I feel like that may be where it is. But I want to make contact with the Navis Nobilite station first. Actually, you know what? Probably better to go after the prison colony. Or prison planetoid. Matter of utmost importance, it led the interrogator of the Inquisition, Heinrich van Kalox to the Rykad system. Rogue Trader's duty as a loyal servant of the Imperium is to find the interrogator and aid him in his mission. Since his whereabouts are currently unknown, it may be easier said than done. Visit Edaug-Ethanb, the prison planetoid. Prison planetoid in the Rykad system may have caught the interrogator's attention. The navigator's abode could have been a plausible destination for an interrogator of the Ordo Xenos. Okay, so he's Ordo Xenos. Station's residents may tell the rogue trader if they're playing host to such a guest. Interrogator must have visited Raikad Minoris. Perhaps the planetary governor knew of his present whereabouts or planned course of action. I'm definitely going to go for the prison planetoid first. I've got to check the other quests. And then see about cargo and stuff. We're going to spend a few episodes on the ship just sorting stuff out. Meeting with Adira and Abelard and such before we're ready to move. Guide, new navigator, new blood, and machine spirit keeper. Can understand the lad's anger, and thus I have no reason to hold it against him. Alrighty, so I think next time we're gonna speak with some of the people like the Voxmaster, and I want to speak with the High Factotum, as well as Adira. Also speak. What's my stat that I need? I think it's like tech stuff. Fellowship 40. Character, what's my fellowship? Whoops. Didn't mean to hit my controls there. 30. Okay, so I'm going 17 into Iconoclast, 0 into Dogmatic, 0 to 15 into Dogmatic, 0 to 15 into Reticle. So I'm number 1. For Iconoclast, that's Follower, above the Thundering Guns. One of the Conviction branches reaches rank 3 Votary. Probably going to do a bit more Dogmatic. So yeah, Puritan, Fanatic, Heretical. Or Puritan and Fanatic. Heretical, devotion to the corruption and taint of the warp, through total submission to the basis and darkest impulse of the soul, constant worship of the ancient gods of the Immaterium. Okay, so that's literal just chaos culty stuff. Dogmatic, belief in the holiness and infallibility of the laws of the Imperium, adherence to the precepts of the God Emperor, the Holy Chosen Ones. Oh, yawn, I'm tired. Sorry. Carrying out his will to the ignorant and unruly masses, unfettered hatred of the enemies of mankind, be they traitors, heretics, and also servants of chaos. And Iconoclast, belief in the value of human life and freedom, faith in the power of goodwill, capable of overcoming the horrors and dangers of the universe without the need for artificial prohibitions, the desire to seek out common ground and compromise rather than uncompromising destruction. So yeah, 0 out of 500, which would make me a zealot. What's Abelard's thing, I wonder, in terms of like his fellowship? I'm not sure. Anyways, this is where this recording chunk ends. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Until then.